Back at it again, and we've got a clip with Kevin McCarthy, who I'm honestly disappointed in. You know, it's really unfortunate because not long before the debt ceiling negotiation, I was actually giving him credit. Yeah, I was giving him some credit, and then that happened, and it was just like, what are you doing? What are you really doing, Kevin? But as I've always said, I've got to give credit where credit is due. And he is one of the folks who I've heard actually stand up and do the right thing more recently. So we're going to be checking out a clip of Mr. Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, today. But before we hop into that, make sure you guys hit that like button. All right. And if you are not subscribed to the channel already, hit that subscribe button and join the family. All right. Join the family. Also, after you do that, click the bell button next to it so that you are notified or possibly notified when I do drop videos. If you click the bell button, it sends out a notification to your phone or whatever and lets you know I dropped a video. All right. Or even if you are subscribed already, make sure the bell button next to it is clicked. Okay. Also, DocRichClothing.com is the first link in the description box down below. Go and check out my merch. All right. And with that being said, let's dive in.
The idea of equal justice is not playing out here. And so that's a real concern to all Americans. So as a policymaker, elected officials, we want to make sure it's equal justice for all. We want to look at it as a weaponization. Now, you're with CNN, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about this even further, because when somebody weaponizes government and they actually get removed from government, let's take Andrew McCabe, okay, former deputy.
Let me
answer the question.
This is a different set of circumstances, right? I mean, the former president is accused of misleading law enforcement, of a conspiracy of obstructing justice. That's a different set of facts. Are you prepared to defend him as the former president, and what other actions will the House take in the House Judiciary Committee in terms of funding?
Are you prepared to defend your network, CNN? I'm answering your question. You could ask me any question you want, but I'm entitled to answer the question, okay? You can't put words in my mouth. Even though your network can hire Andrew McCabe, who was fired from the FBI for leaking classified documents. Did you remove him from your network? No, you continue to put him on to give judgment against President Trump.
Speaker.
You all.
This is too good. I didn't know this was this good. Oh, I'm loving this. Okay, Kevin. Yeah. You get a little more credit, okay?
From your network? No, you continue to put him on to give judgment against President Trump.
Speaker.
You also hire Clapper. Clapper has come out publicly.
Mr. Speaker,
and
what steps is the House going to take?
Oh my goodness. Typical CNN. No wonder why your ratings are trash. Trying to avoid the real.
In terms of what steps is the House going to take in terms of, is there any effort to defund the FBI, any effort to defund the Department of Justice after what you've seen over the last several days?
Say it
So
again.
your network hires Clapper. Who literally
Sorry. Oh, that's too good. That's too good. Yo, that is. Oh, okay. All right, Kevin. I'm still disappointed in you, Kevin, but I like what you did there, Kevin. I love what you did there. Bro, I thought she had him. I genuinely thought she had him, and he botched this once again. He let her off the hook. What's the who was the football coach? I think it was a black guy coaching the NFL. Man, what was his name? And they had just lost the game or something. He was like, "We let him off the hook. If you, for anyone who used to watch the NFL, let me know who that guy was.
But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
You know, like that clip popped up in my mind when I'm watching this, and she like interrupted him, and he just stopped and shut up. I was like, man, you let her off the hook. You let them off the hook. But no, he was just waiting to continue answering the same question that he was already answering. That's That's what folks need to do when these leftist news networks try to cut you off. Let them speak. Just get quiet. Let them say what they have to say. And then go right back to what you were saying. That was genius. That was genius.
After what you've seen over the last several days?
So your network hires Clapper, who literally lied to the American public, one of 51 other individuals that had briefings and used it politically to tell the American public that a laptop was Russia collusion.
She wants to interrupt so bad. Like, she keeps moving the mic back. Her mouth keeps opening. Just watch her. Just watch her.
To tell the American public that a laptop was Russia collusion, even though it had all this information about the Biden administration. Are you prepared to get rid of those people from your network? Because my concern as a policymaker is that when you weaponize government and now you're weaponizing networks, that is wrong. So we will take all of our power to make sure that the legal system in America gets the blinders back on and people are treated fairly. I have a real problem that your network actually pays people who did classified information and then lied to the American public to try to influence a presidential election, and then you put them on your network to give an opinion about a president. And I'm answering your
But you're not answering
very clearly, because what your network has done has weaponized at the same time. I think equal justice is important.
What's the next step with that?
And that's, well, I think he's about to ask a different question. So I don't want to forget what I'm going to say. Sometimes I want to wait until the end to answer it, but like I'm very forgetful. So I'll forget what it is that I want to say. And that's why the trustworthiness of mainstream media is at an all-time low. It's at an all-time low. I want to say there was a poll that came out that was talking about how most Americans, or a good portion of Americans, forgive me on this if I have this incorrect, because I only saw it once. I should have saved it. Silly me. You know, I should have known like this would have come up again. I want to say it was like 61% for some odd reason. I could be way off. I'll just say a good portion of America no longer goes to mainstream media. They come to channels like this and others on social media, right here on YouTube, like my channel, rather than going to mainstream media to hear and see what's actually going on. And I stopped watching the news a long time ago. I told you guys about that story. I thought I was going crazy. Like, I noticed that the news was lying to me, which is why I don't understand why I was still a Democrat at that point in time. I didn't like connect the dots. I'm an idiot for that. I'm a blatant idiot for that. But like, I noticed the news was lying to us like years ago. And I'm like looking around, nobody else sees this. Like, I legitimately thought like that's what being crazy felt like. I was like, yeah, I'm losing my mind. I'm going cuckoo. Genuinely. It was kind of scary, honestly, you know? But anyway, let's jump back in.
What's the next step with that investigation?
Well, we've got to take it wherever the information provides. But what really needs to happen here, people have to stop fighting from giving us the information. We've got to be able to have all the information, especially if you say there's nothing there. Provide it all. Why do we have to subpoena banks to learn of shell companies? Why, if you have a business, shouldn't you make something? Should you have an office? Should you produce something that you're selling? None of that happens, but you're able to pay people all the way down to grandchildren in shell companies. That's just a real concern to the American public, and it's not like you're making something at the local store. This is foreign entity money that's coming in, and why would it have to transfer from one shell company to another to you to be paid? That doesn't make sense to me, and so I think a lot of investigation has to happen.
Wow. Shout out to Kevin McCarthy. I was impressed. But like I said, I have seen clips of, you know, him saying the right thing, right? Talking kind of along those lines about the whole Trump situation. But to see him absolutely... that was a great lesson to all Republicans on how to answer questions. Don't let the reporters dictate how you answer. I mean, you can get quiet and let them ask the question, but go right back to what you were saying. And if they keep pushing, like, are you going to let me answer, or are you just going to keep asking questions? Like, I love what he said there also towards the beginning when he said, you have every right to ask me a question, but I have every right to answer it the way that I want to. You can't force an answer out of me. You can't do it. It's not happening. Stop trying it. You're not going to. You're not going to, force me into saying something else that I don't want to say. If you want me to answer the question, let me answer. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. But yeah, man, what do you guys think about that? How are you guys feeling about Kevin McCarthy absolutely owning CNN? It was hilarious when, like, she wanted to interrupt, like, she kept moving the mic back and forth, and, like, her... She wanted to interrupt so badly wanted to stop him from what he was saying. That was hilarious, man. Love that. Hope you guys got a good laugh out of that. All right. I know I sure did. Absolutely hilarious, man. But anyway, y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button. It's right up over there. Click that thing to subscribe. And after you do that, check out that video too. And go to DocRichClothing.com. I'm out.